Several meetings this week are crucial in deciding the short-term future of European football amid its enforced shutdown due to the coronavirus pandemic. All organisations will be in talks, but the Premier League, Bundesliga and UEFA have publicly declared they will be meeting to discuss the crisis. It is unlikely officials will reach a final resolution beyond competition shutdowns until early April, needing and heeding medical advice on the pandemic. But they will surely come up with contingency plans, aiming for domestic and continental competitions to continue and for Euro 2020 to go ahead.
Nobody can seriously predict how long the coronavirus will keep us suspended.
The longer the shutdown continues, the greater the scheduling problem and the likelihood Euro 2020, spread over 12 countries, will be played in 2021. Indeed, the field is yet to be completed for Euro 2020, given there are 12 playoff games now postponed from their scheduled dates of March 26 and 31.
UEFA may shift the Euro to next year, which would allow us to play in May and June, which was not initially planned. It could be a solution. The most important thing now is to prevent the spread of the virus.
Treating the actual illness falls under the control of the medical experts, leaving football officials to take their advice and act accordingly. Either way, it is clear there will be no resumption of football until the threat of coronavirus is gone completely. The Big Freeze of Britain forced hundreds of football games to be postponed during the 1962-63 season, sidelining some teams for several months. But the season was completed, albeit 3 weeks later than normally scheduled. Dealing with coronavirus appears a much more challenging problem for football authorities as they try to get the 2019-20 season to a natural end. But there is a possibility the season is never finished. Top of mind for many, especially the fans, is the question of what happens to the various league titles, given those competitions are 75% complete. Many leagues are too close to call, with teams split by goal difference or a few points. But Liverpool is 25 points clear and Celtic is essentially over the line in Scotland.
Well, we've been champions, rightly so. We're 13 points clear. You're talking about the Armageddon of, the league being cancelled or stopped. They're not going to take that away from us. They're going to do that to Liverpool. I would doubt it very much.
Several theories have been floated about resolving the league situations, which involves determining champions, European places and relegation. The notion of scrapping the Champions League and Europa League is not ideal, but it is an option to ensure the completion of domestic competitions. Indeed, the bloated European schedule is a major problem, and putting a knife in it could be the easiest solution to getting the season finished and the champions crowned. The initial threat of coronavirus was almost dismissed by many, believing normal day-to-day life and the playing of football would continue. But the increased threat and realization footballers and managers are not immune to the illness started to make a more severe impact. While Juventus midfielder Daniele Rugani was one of the first top-line players diagnosed with coronavirus, the revelation Mikel Arteta had tested positive was a real wake-up call. Indeed, the Arsenal manager could not have known what was to come as he spoke about the Gunners' game against Manchester City, one of the first postponed because of coronavirus.
Well, it looks like it's affecting more and more countries each time, so hopefully it won't affect us, but I don't know how realistic that is either.
Fortunately, Arteta has reportedly made a rapid recovery, as has Chelsea winger Callum Hudson-Odoi after falling ill.
Hi guys, as you may be aware, I had the virus for the last couple of days, which I've recovered from. I'm following the health guidelines and self-isolating myself from everybody for the week. I hope to see everybody soon and hopefully be back on the pitch very soon. Take care.
Others hit by the illness have been Patrick Cutrone, on loan at Fiorentina from Wolves, and players from Sampdoria, Leicester and other clubs through Europe. Some clubs are trying to continue normal training routines, but others such as Barcelona and Real Madrid are self-quarantined, and stadia and training complexes are undergoing deep cleaning. Clearly, every precaution is being taken to make football safe again from coronavirus. That superfit footballers and diligent managers could contract the deadly virus provided many everyday football fans with a true understanding of the coronavirus danger.
Thanks for watching. For all your major news, latest results and in-depth analysis from across the football world, make sure you hit the subscribe button.